Hello everybody, and today we're going to be doing something that I don't really know what we're going to be doing. But I feel like making a video, so here we are. You know what? I'm thinking something comfy. Let's make it work. Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about something that's very special to me. Ducks. Now I'm going through withdrawals, so I keep on looking at like decoys and stuff, and I think, it would be nice to do some duck hunting, but then again, it's June, so it's not gonna happen unless I was a poacher, but I'm not, so I just gotta deal with the withdrawals. And the worst part about this is that with me going to school in Orlando, I will not be able to duck hunt this fall. It's tough. Anyways, so this is what I was going to talk to you about today. I was going to talk about decoys. Now, for those of you that want to get into duck hunting, that are looking to get into duck hunting, especially if you're hunting early season or smaller bodies of waters, there's mainly two decoys that you need to have in your arsenal. And I would have to say, it's a hen mallard, and if you live in northern areas, it's either a wood duck. If you live in more farmland, it's geese. The reason why I say that is that in the northern areas that are more wooded, you're going to see a lot of wood ducks, and wood ducks decoy best to wood duck decoys. And if you're in more field farmland, geese are a great decoy, and they make great confidence decoys. The other thing, geese decoys are a lot larger, so they're easier to see from the distance. So that's a great decoy to have in your arsenal. Another thing that's great to have with those decoys is some kind of motion decoy. Now, nobody's going to expect you to have, 3-4 mojos your first year duck hunting. But don't be afraid to save up the money and to purchase a mojo or a lucky duck, because that little bit of motion can make the difference in between birds breaking and birds committing. Especially in the earlier part of the season, calling does not always get the birds to commit, so you're going to want that motion to draw them in. That's what they're going to be more desiring of, as well as smaller decoy spreads in this, in the earlier part of the season. Reason being is that the birds aren't in the full migration and they aren't all flocked up. Anyways, that's the thing. You want to make sure that you have a small decoy spread, and in the earlier parts of the season you want hen mallards. Reason being is that hen mallards quack. So if you got a duck call, hen mallards are the ones that make that quacking noise, not the drakes. The drakes make a low tone whistle. And the other reason being is that a lot of times the drakes won't have their plumage in the early part of the season. So it's important to have hen decoys because, well, most of the drakes are going to look like hens. That's because they won't have the green on them or their white, stripe around the neck. And the reason why the hen mallard is also a very important decoy to have in the early part of the season is that almost every species of duck will flock to a mallard. Reason being is that when they're growing up, as little ducklings, in the marshland areas, they're going to hear quacking. It's going to be normal for them, it's going to be consistent, and it's going to be, just an everyday thing. It's going to be like walking up to your neighbor saying, "Hey, what's up, dude? We still having that cookout on Saturday?" It's familiar. Anyways, it's just common for them to see mallards. So you're going to get a lot more birds by having smaller decoy spreads because it's going to look more realistic. You're going to want motion because, well, ducks are constantly moving and flying around and going into different areas and stuff. So that motion will get them to lock up on your decoy spread. And then by sorry, that's my dog. Yeah, you're a chocolate lab, but you don't do lab stuff. Yeah, because I get it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The reason why you want a smaller decoy spread in the spring is because all they're not all flocked up together, and so you want to have your decoy spread be as realistic as possible. Wow, you need to go lay down. Go lay down. If only if we could train her to retrieve ducks, she'd be a great dog because she's full of energy all the time. Anyways, so yeah, for you beginners that are going to be hunting the earlier part of the season, more so puddle ducks, this is my tip for you. Keep it small, keep it common. You know, hen mallards, wood ducks, or geese, depending on the area that you're in. And the reason why I say geese is that geese are a great confidence decoy, because ducks know that geese are smarter than ducks, and geese also have a little bit better eyesight than ducks, so you know, you walk up on geese and geese are more likely to kick up before ducks are. And the ducks know that, so they feel more comfortable being in areas that there's geese. Other thing is that geese are loud. So when geese kick up, they make a lot of noise, so the other ducks will know. So they just feel safer being by geese, which is another reason why it's good to have geese in your decoy spread. That's all the tips that I have for you guys today. I was just thinking about this. Haven't done a duck talk in a while, and well, I'm going through some withdrawals myself. I love duck hunting, and I really wish that this year would have been the year that I'd get, you know, some of the waterfront footage that I had insight for my channel having. But you know, it's part of life. Things aren't always going to work out, but I still have a whole lifetime, and I hope to get some waterfowl hunting on the channel in the distant future. So that's all I have for you guys today, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.